Hi guys, how are you all keeping? Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we give parenting tips, we focus on early childhood, and we also review toys. If these are the kind of things you're looking for, what you have to do, subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. So on today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I'm going to be talking about 7 areas of child development. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about the 7 areas of child development. Now, let's dive into it. The first area of child development is physical development, which has to do with the children, young children. I'm talking about children from the age of birth to 8 years using their fine motor skills, which has to do with their fingertips, and their gross body to do with their whole body. So in terms of fine motor skills, examples are picking up of things, coloring, painting, and the whole body is in terms of children running around, jumping, hide and seek. So the first area of child development is physical development, which is all about the fine and gross motor skills. The second area of child development is intellectual/cognitive development. And this has to do with using of the brain, the imagination, processing of things using the brain. So the second aspect of child development is intellectual or cognitive development. The third aspect of child development is language development, which has to do with young children using their words and non-verbal communication in terms of hand gestures, facial expressions, body movement. So the third stage of child development is language development. Okay, so in terms of emotional development, with examples such as when the children are happy, when they are smiling, and also when they are sad as well. You need to understand that children need to express themselves in terms of when they are not feeling so good. So you need to take note of this as well. Another stage of child development is social development. In terms of social development, it's all about young children interacting with their peers, interacting with the adults, interacting with people around them in the community, interacting with the nature, things around them as well. You also need to understand that in times of social development, children should be given the opportunity to engage with nature, engage with things around them. This is also part of the social development. The next stage of development is all about the spiritual development of the child, which is the inner being. You need to understand that a lot of things makes up the child. And in terms of this, we have the spiritual development of the child. At some certain stage, children tend to identify with whom they are. They tend to find out things about them, their inner being. They are being curious. They want to know more about themselves. So this is another stage of child development which has to do with the spiritual development. Another stage of child development is the cultural development. And you need to understand that children are unique individuals. They are coming from different backgrounds. They are coming from different environments. And all of this makes up the child as well. So in terms of the cultural development, it's all about focusing on the background, where the child is coming from, the family. And you need to understand that the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child is saying that parents should have a say in matters that concerns their children, which means that in times of children development, parents are not to be left behind. So in terms of cultural development, we're talking about the child's background, the child's family, where the child is coming from. And all of this is important in relation to promoting the holistic development of the child. So those are the stages of child development. Just a quick summary of the stages of child development with the physical, which has to do with young children using their fine fingertips and their whole body gross motor skills, with the intellectual or cognitive, which has to do with the brain and processing of things, with the language, which has to do with young children using their words and also non-verbal communication, with their emotions, children expressing themselves, their feelings, who they are. In terms of social development, young children interacting with people, their peers, the community, things around them. And we also have the spiritual aspect as well, which is the inner being of the child, what makes up the child. And the cultural development, the background, where the child is coming from. All of this put together makes up the holistic child development. So those are the stages of child development. And when you combine all of this together, you have the holistic child development. And as educators and parents, you need to understand that you have to promote the holistic development of the child, which early childhood is all about. And if you want more of this on this channel, what you have to do, subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on the channel. Until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.